Pri, it's almost Valentine's Day. I can't believe it. It seems to come so quickly, especially when you're single.
I know.
Is that just me?
No. Actually, I cannot comment on that. Right now, I'm lost. It's a day that I don't know what to claim. But anyways, moving on.
Moving on, I think that generally people like to believe that they would do anything for love.
I used to think like that.
Used to?
Yeah, when I was in love.
Well,
I used to think like that.
We think we need to put that to the test.
Mm-hmm.
And didn't we put a test out to Instagram, didn't we?
Yes, we did put a test in Instagram and on Facebook. And basically we asked people out there, what would they do for love? And we gave them 3 options. Okay, so the very first option that you ask all the people from the social media was, would you give up your favorite food, but only for 1 month? Move to another country, but you pick the destination, or embarrass yourself on purpose, but it better be true love. So guess what was the winner?
I can't wait to hear.
Everybody's ready to move to another country. Nobody's ready to give up their favorite food or to embarrass themselves.
Does it give percentages like of
Yes,
a breakdown?
it did. So please do read the percentages. They are like on the 50s.
Let me
Like
get it
50,
out.
if I'm not mistaken, 53% of all of our voters chose to move to a different country.
Yes, I've got it. Yep. So picking up 53%, I voted for that as well.
You did?
I did. And embarrass yourself, but it better be true love, 25%. Isn't that funny that the lowest score, the lowest vote was 22% to give up favorite food for 1 month only?
I know.
Ooh, it shows a strong eating culture amongst
Oh
our
my
followers.
gosh.
My people.
Yes, the people that cannot give up on food. Okay.
Before we really go into this, let's do an icebreaker, Pri. And knowing this is not scripted, this is just a candid conversam, authentic. What's the most ridiculous thing you've ever done for love? Like ridiculous, like
So you're
funny.
putting me on the spot.
I am.
Thank you, Tanya.
You're welcome.
That's very nice.
But if
of
you share, I share.
Okay. The most ridiculous thing. Oh, wow. If I think of it. I think I put on weight.
Most
for
ridiculous
love.
thing.
I did, because my partner didn't like how skinny I was, so I just started eating because I want him to be happy. I didn't want him to look around, and start to search and shopping around. So I did put on a lot of weight for love.
So many crazy things in that. You put on weight for love when I'm guessing you weren't underweight. You were your perfect weight.
No,
Okay,
I wasn't
that's an issue.
underweight. Yeah.
And then the fact that you thought that he might then shop around for other girls, that was a legitimate fear in you. You can tell my voice is shaking. Oh, that gets me.
People do anything for love. I don't follow little so behind when it comes to that, because I am romantic, endless romantic, lost soul, if you can say that. When I'm in love, I really give 100% of
All
myself.
in.
I'm all in. And I think that concept also comes with maturity. When in my younger years, I didn't think much of the consequences of really giving my all. Today that I'm a little bit more wiser, I kind of try to find the balance about what is healthy and what is not, but it's still I'm all in. So, but I'm all in with a condition, actually. If I see that the other person is also all in, because if I see that they're not, then I start to withdraw.
Yeah, crazy.
So I just go as far as you come far to meet me.
Oh,
so that's how I do now.
It's a tough one to reveal, to show your card, to go all in, show your cards, to go all in, and then wait to see what the other person does as well, isn't it?
Yes.
And then your ideas of what all in might not be
the same,
which is crazy. So I have also from my early 20s, which isn't that long ago, guys. 10, maybe 12 years ago. Did this for love. Well, this was actually before love. I was doing it to hope to be in love.
Okay.
And it's a little bit cringy, but I was refereeing basketball, my favorite sport, and I noticed this guy and I thought, he's pretty attractive. So, of course, I stalked social media. Instagram was brand new that year, by the way, guys. So, brand new. God, I really am showing my age. So, yes, brand new. Stalked his profile and saw that in his little profile description section, he had "Je m'appelle Mathieu."
Ooh,
And I was like, ooh. Well, he's a
That's
little French
hot.
boy. That's a hot. So Tanya, the following week, enrolled in a university degree to learn
Okay.
French.
Oh wow, that's good. Good move, smooth.
Smooth move. Also, spending money I didn't have, putting it on a university loan. Okay, putting
Wait a
myself
second.
into
Wait a
debt
second.
for it.
That's actually, although your motivation originally might be the boy, the hot
Mm.
boy, but you know what? That's actually skill for life.
It's a skill for life, but I have
Why
another
not?
confession. Because 3 months after, I may or may not have dropped some French to him while we're on the basketball court, of course. Didn't call any fouls against him. Referees are corrupt, just kidding. And I may have said some French to his face, and he looked at me blankly and says, "I don't speak French."
Oh, shucks.
It was just on his profile because it looked cool.
Oh, no.
Needless to say, I immediately unenrolled.
We've all been there. Hold on.
Oh, I had to write a letter to the university as to why I shouldn't be
Anymore enrolled?
Yes, but also why I shouldn't be prevented from enrolling in future for being a bad
Okay.
scholar. All this stuff. It had real consequences, my friends. Anyway, that's my embarrassing
Oh
story.
my gosh, that's
Um,
winner.
I want to change the subject very quickly. Just go
You're
to-
better off because I don't want to remember other things because then I'll put myself in the same situation
Mm.
and my memory is kind of bad. I think comes with aging. But anyways, what is our next topic? I'm excited to hear.
Yes, well, a shout out to the beautiful place we're in.
Yes, of course. Thank you so very much. You can look around and see how comfortable we are and how beautiful this place is. So I just want to really give a huge shout out to RMA Studios Academy for being the home of Amigas podcast. And of course, I want to say thank you to Jade for accommodating us every
Yay.
week and then allowing this beautiful, podcast, this beautiful platform to really send the message that is needed out there to our new community because that's what we're trying to do here, guys. We're trying to build a community where you can come in and just talk, about anything under the sun.
Or sing, or which we've established we cannot do. That's fine. Or strum a guitar, or play some keys on the piano, or hit the drums, whatever
Yeah.
it is. So where do we draw the line, though, Pri?
Mhm.
What are some things that? And I know we both asked our groups of friends.
Yes.
What are some things that people say they'd never do for love, but would do anyway?
Yes. Okay. So now it's your time to be on the spot. Let's start with you, Tanya.
Well,
What have you ever said, like, I would never do this for love, and suddenly you saw yourself doing it?
such a scary question. I think it was, I'd never allow myself to be disrespected, like as in my culture, my family background. And I found myself making excuse after excuse after excuse because people aren't perfect.
That's true.
And you can't choose your family. So if your partner's family isn't on board with you, but your partner is,
Yes.
then you go with the partner because they chose you. And it's a big deal that they are doing that. And so I relied on that instead of the red flags. And there just kept being more red flags to the point where it was just every single red flag waving.
So definitely a no, but you compromise.
Yeah.
In order to feed the party, in order to be present, to be able to establish that relationship.
To be accepted by them.
To be accepted.
Denial of myself
Mm-hmm.
to be accepted.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure a lot of people can, relate with you right now. and they can feel your pain, my friend.
Well, there is some shaking going on. So.
But okay, do share what some of your friends.
Okay, so I did ask some friends what they would say. What are some things that you'd say you'd never do for love, but you ended up doing it anyway? The guys, this was a real trend. Get married.
Oh, you know what? I have a story. Like, it's a real story, actually.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I break this? Okay, the last person I was in a relationship with told me straight in my face, I will never get married again.
As in to you?
As to me.
Okay.
So this is what I told him. I said, oh, well, I guess we have a time friend, brother.
You didn't just friend zoned him, you family zoned him.
No,
As in...
but eventually I told him I guess we have a time friend. 2 years from now, we're just friends. I give you 2 years. If that's not your end game, then in 2 years' time, I'm moving on and I'm going to look for my husband. Ends up that we got married.
Well, you gave him 2 years, though. That's significant.
I gave it 2 years, yes, because I was have fun. I like him. He was very good looking. He was very charming, smart. He checked all the boxes. He was funny.
On paper, perfect.
Yeah. So 2 years after he was proposing, we got married. And then I can attest to that. A lot of guys say that. I'll never get married. And then when they found the one, things change.
Well, my ex told me, yes, I do want to marry you. And then in the last year of the relationship, actually, I don't.
Oh my God. Ouch.
And especially for a woman, you're putting your prime years in. Your early 30s, prime ovulation years, my friend.
Yes.
My goodness. So some other things they said, another guy friend said, love this, very handsome guy. He said, I said that I would never apologize for something that was out of my control.
Oh.
And what he meant is his beautiful girlfriend has dreams about him gallivanting, being unfaithful, maybe flirting to the level of not being faithful. Then she wakes up angry.
Oh,
right?
No.
And then he has to apologize for the flirting in the dream.
Oh, shucks. I also have another true story about that. My brother, the wife, woke up so mad. How dare you? And he's like, what the hell happened? You were making up with that girl. Because she keeps, she's kind of possessive and jealous. It's like, I don't know what to talk about. I'm sorry. It does happen, guys, You just get, you just go with the flow and do whatever it takes to get out of the trouble, even if you did not cause the trouble.
In your sleeping hours, but maybe you gave us a reason to in your waking hours, my friend.
No, because that's what they say. When you go into a dream, you're actually processing things that you've been thinking through that day. Yeah. So he probably is guilty.
Probably.
Hello, girlfriend, he's guilty. He deserves it. Good job, bro.
You better apologize, my friend. Love you guys. And on that, this is a girl, really, really good girlfriend. She said, I would never fake an interest in sport to please a guy.
Ooh.
And suddenly, I know the entire roster. I know the stats. I even pretend to get mad with the ref.
Oh my gosh.
I know too much.
She was really into it.
Oh, yeah.
Not only into the guy, into the whole thing.
Well, yeah.
That's 100, 200, 300, 500% interest invested.
But I think it shows you the power of faking it. Like, I think she ended up she became a believer.
That's a code.
I'm also guilty. I did that with golf. I know way too much about Rory McIlroy.
You know what? This is what happened. Before I used to think, going back to golf, that golf was so boring. And then, of course, my partner was in love with golf, plays golf all the time. And then I started watching it. I still found it boring. But of course, I want to show support, right? And then suddenly I'm reacting to all the shots. I kind of believe it. It got to a point that now I enjoy it. So I don't think it's faking it. I think sometimes you just don't have the opportunity to develop certain interests, right? And then your partner kind of opened the floor for you to explore. And if you're open-minded, you know, you may take that ride, and then eventually, you don't know, you may find yourself enjoying it and having actually great time.
Or meeting
So-
your next husband playing golf.
That's also very, very interesting. I think I should go back to playing golf,
Okay,
guys.
we're going to start. I'm going to get some lessons. I mean, that's it. Oh, this friend is also very funny. She's very sweet and very funny. She's she's as slim as a string bean, very attractive, curvaceous, everywhere else. And she says, I've never met a potato I haven't liked. And she cracks me up. She says, I'm never going to share my French fries. I'll share my heart, my everything, my last grain of rice, I'll split it, but my French fries,
Oh, wow.
they're mine. And she said, I found myself giving my last French fry like it was a gift, a sacrifice to the Holy Grail. And that, I mean, yeah, said she'd never do it.
It must be love.
It must be love. How about some of your peeps?
Oh my gosh. Okay. Some of my friends, let's start with the girls. You know, I found my friends to be very deep.
Okay.
Guys, thank you for sending your answers. Okay, so one of them said that, of course, would never lower the boundaries. But when she fell in love, oh my gosh, there was no boundaries at all.
Ooh.
So, you know, those are the danger parts.
Where
right?
do I end and you begin? Where we've merged.
Exactly. Because when you're in love, you're in love.
Oh yeah, I know it.
Yeah. There's another friend that said that she'll never be a stalker.
I'm guessing that changed.
Are you guilty of that? Say hi.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hands are up.
She'll never be a stalker, but because she was in love, oh my gosh, she was stalking the poor fellow everywhere.
Oh wow.
Name it. Okay, so that's
Like what, to his work,
everywhere,
gym,
everywhere.
to his
she
home,
knew he
to
was
the
there.
car.
She'll be there, stalking, not
Oh
just to
my
make
God.
sure, you
I
know,
want to meet her.
her time was being well invested to the right person.
Okay. Research.
Okay, I have a guy friend that said that, of course, he, like, as guys, right, they say that, you know, no matter what, they're never going to give up in guys' time.
Oh, time with the boys.
The
Yeah.
time with the boys,
Mm.
never. But then when he finds himself in relationships, 3 months after, that's when they see each other again. So, you know, it just happens, guys. I think it's not only with the guys, you know, people in
girls.
general, because you want to
Mm.
spend, especially in the beginning of the relationship, you're so into each other,
Mm.
right? It's
And
like,
enjoy that ride.
yes.
When you meet someone that's special, that chemically,
Yes,
emotionally,
yes.
spiritually, physically, you're making some fireworks. Enjoy
Exactly.
it.
Enjoying it. So, of
Enjoy
course, we're not
it.
forgetting the friends, which is sad. Sorry, friends.
Well, if they're real, they're still going to be
they're
there.
going to stick around.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I also have another guy friend that said that because he was so madly in love, he started learning how to make time and meaningful moments with the person he was with.
That is deep.
Very deep.
Is he still single?
Yes.
Ah.
Recently, he broke off with a girl.
Oh, I'm sorry.
months
My
back.
condolences.
Don't worry, I'll hook you up. Very good look fellow, very nice guy.
Oh.
Yeah, and I have another girlfriend that said that she'll never quit her job, and that she did. She quit her job because of the guy.
Damn. I had a friend,
Yes.
also a lawyer, who said I knew that being with this guy long term, because he was jealous of my
Mhm.
career, I would have quit to make him feel better. This actually is a nice segue into,
Mhm.
are there healthy limits on love, do you think? Or should our partner be our ride or die no matter what?
Yeah, that's very, very hard subject. Because I think it depends also. You know, there is different levels of love. And, you know, being loved and to love someone is different too. Because usually when you're at the beginning of the relationship, you're so in love. Like, there's so much passion, you know, you're so into it. And sometimes your judgment, you know, it's a little bit blurred. And then you're just like all out there. And you're just like being like, you know, like some kind of, hero, and I will do this for
Oh,
love.
darling, yes, I'll drag that body into the ditch.
Oh, yeah, definitely, you know. But then there is the other kind of love, when it's the love, when you're already over that phase of your, like, just like completely like into that person, then you know that person deep already, and then
Special.
that's a different kind of love.
I heard a podcast excerpt yesterday. I'd love to give it a shout out. Oh, it was from, was it? Yeah, I think it was. The guy who wrote The Art of Not Giving a F Swear Word.
Ooh.
Mark, I want to say Ronson, but it's not. The author, Mark, who wrote that book, he was interviewing someone and they were talking about relationships. And they said, initially, yeah, there is that wave. It's a chemical, it's a passionate companionship. The goal is after or within a 5-year time frame, you get to companionship love, where this is your best friend. They're your confidant, they're your travel buddy, they're your investor, co-investor,
Right.
they're your Netflix watcher, they're that you're just your complete bestie, complete companion. And I think that speaks to those levels of love where
Exactly.
it's do I, don't I, to we're in this together.
Yeah, because you have the puppy love, right?
Mm.
It's the beginning of the ride, and then you have the love.
Mm.
When you already know, and when you're no longer just like no longer just fitting that person when you're available. Now you're actually making time, available time for that person.
They are a priority.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
they're
are.
a priority.
I have a lot of different friends that share a bunch of things. Do you have any more interesting stuff there?
I do.
Okay, let's keep this rolling.
But it's been okay. Fun hypothetical for us now.
Okay.
Based on what some of the other people have said, would you quit your dream job
for love?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, you would?
For true love. I would, because job, you can always find another job. But if that's your true love, the person that you're meant to be with for the rest of your life, I think a job, it's worth the sacrifice.
I feel that, but I'm also torn because my job is my life's work. It's my purpose and my mission. So someone said to me, Tanya, you are the love of my life, but you can no longer coach, you can no longer help people.
I think it depends also what is the reason why. Because, for example, quitting a job, why? But just because he wants you to quit? Or it's because, well, that's being selfish. So I think someone that loves you, okay, the way you're supposed to be loved, you're never going to ask you, knowing that that's what you love doing.
And I 100%, of course, put it on pause if there was sickness, illness.
Yes.
And I am by your side. I'm, spooning your sweaty body as you fever and calling all the doctors and getting all the food delivered to nourish you and bring you back to full health, my darling. That is 100%. I think in fully functioning, everyone's good. It's nice to have something else to do outside of love, like outside of the relationship, external love. To me, it's a love with myself.
No, definitely. You should not quit the love with yourself.
No,
but in the sense that, for instance, you guys need to move somewhere,
good point,
to be with him. And then that's why you need
can't
to quit
bring it
your
with
job.
You. Yeah.
Then, you can always adjust. Me, I always adjust if it's true love.
Fair call.
Okay. And then also, again, if I see that he's also giving up something, I'm giving up something. So it's a give and take.
Mutual.
It's mutual, but it's just like me, then no way.
I also think if it's to build something in future.
Yes.
If there is a future vision. If it's just to make you feel better about something, absolutely not.
Yeah, absolutely not.
It says there has to be a future vision. Yes, we're moving. Yes, I may have to quit, but I can do something there.
Exactly.
And I'm part of that vision. Would you move to a remote island?
For love?
For love.
Oh, gosh.
Bye, BGC. Would
I move to a remote island?
For love.
Maybe for a month. I don't think I can really live in an island, my friend. I love nature for a month.
So you'd move and quit your job as long as you could pick the destination.
Yes, definitely. Definitely. I need to have a little bit of lights out there, a little Wi-Fi, some restaurants to hang around, some place to dance. I love dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I need to dance, guys. So I need to have that. So in an island, I could dance, but then again, I like to see people dancing.
For a month at a time. For a month at a time.
Yeah, definitely love. Let's go
How
right
about
now.
How about matching tattoos?
Oh, that's a very interesting, actually. I want to share. It's a personal
Share
experience.
a tattoo?
I was not, yeah, actually, let's do it. I actually, growing up, I was completely averse to tattoos. Completely. Never smoked a cigarette butt, never did drugs, never drunk alcohol. Nowadays, I know how to socially drink. Of course, I'm of age already. I turned 21 the other day. But
Oh, yeah, we had a great party.
Yeah. But basically, I was completely averse to tattoos. And just recently, it just changed. And I'm actually being convinced. I convinced my mother to get a tattoo. So she's coming on April, and then I think this time you're going to get it. And I was trying to convince my besties to get a tattoo. Come on, guys, what happened? What is our tattoo? One of them said, yes, I'll get a tattoo in my heart. I said, no, I want it here. Oh, here. Oh, here.
I want it on the skin. I want it visible.
So you know what?
I want our tattoos to touch.
But that's the thing. It needs to be a tattoo. Cannot be initials. Okay. Oh. It needs to be a tattoo that, that means something, that has some meaningful touch to it. Like maybe like a moment that we share, It cannot be like the person itself that's tattoo on me. Because girl, nowadays we never know.
No.
I might find myself regretting it and go to a doctor to try to extract that and regret it for the rest of my life.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would with the right person, but it should be about the moment that we share, not about the person itself.
Yeah. One of my sister-in-laws is so cool. Okay. Shout out to Gwen. Shout out to Gwen Zamora. Because my brother David, her husband, was dating a Gwen before.
Okay.
She was also lovely. It just didn't work out. Yeah. And so he had Gwen tattooed on one of his fingers, quite visible right there. And she was so cool about it. She's like, well, I'm obviously Gwen 2.0. So he got 2.0 tattooed.
I love your predisposition, Gwen.
Love that. Love that.
Yes,
well done.
Well done.
Just cool. She's a cool mum too. So I also asked my peers some funny or cringe-worthy stories they might be able to share. And I said, you can be anonymous.
Of course.
Or I can give you a shout out.
We're never going to reveal the shooter, guys. Never.
And I'll share a couple now then. So one of my guy friends said, me and my girlfriend broke up, and she's Polish and I'm British. And so what I did to try to win her back was learn her native mother tongue.
Oh, wow.
Learn Polish. Tried. Failed. Didn't work. And this is, we have to be there to pick up the pieces with our friends sometimes.
Of course.
They put their heart on the line.
Of course. That's tough. Polish, German, and all the kinds, Mandarin. Come on, guys.
And I mean, the food, that's nice.
But but the language is
wrap
something
your tongue
else.
around this sentence.
Either you have the talent or you simply don't. Don't even go for it.
Language seemed to be a theme as well.
Yes.
A friend of a friend told a guy that she just met that she was fluent in Spanish. Espanol.
Oh, okay.
Months passed, and she just completely forgot that she'd said that. And they were dating. Valentine's Day came around, and he was so sweet. He wrote her this long essay in a card with tiny writing and presented it to her. And she opened this card, and he's looking at her with hopeful eyes, and she understands nothing. So she had to confess. The good news, guys, is that they are married now. Happily married.
But it's a great excuse for him to teach her Spanish.
Oh, very nice.
Right?
Yes.
Just see the opportunity when you see it. Just go for it, guys.
In all the contexts of life. Very, very nice.
Exactly.
I got a really funny one from a guy.
Okay.
He said that he would never, ever, he told himself, I'll never, ever date a work colleague. I'll never do that. It's too close to home.
Yeah, it's kind of tough.
It's tough. So a new lady joined, and he said, let's call her Rebecca. And Rebecca is a temporary person and not a full-time employee. So there was a start and end date to the contract. So they went out for drinks. They were getting along really well. He said so well He got quite excited, drunk, okay?
Oh, wow.
And then when she invited him back for coffee, he was like, absolutely, we're going for coffee. And when they got to hers, he opened the bathroom door. Excuse me, I just need to use the bathroom. Closed it, turned around, tripped over the bathroom mat, grabbed onto the first thing that he could to prevent himself face planting the tiles, which was the toilet, ripped the entire toilet off the wall, got up, closed the door, left.
Oh my gosh.
Went to work on Monday morning,
Pretend nothing happened.
and she was made permanent.
Oh, shit.
And everyone knew about the toilet incident.
Oh, no.
How good! I promised my very cool, amazing friend who works in technology and is a very talented DJ on the side, who knew, kept that one from me for a while.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, shout out to you, mate. Well done.
Oh, yeah. You know, I have some other guy friends also that contribute. Thank you guys for answering me back.
Yes.
One of them said that he'll never give up his values.
Yeah, good.
Yeah, and that's a really good thing, right? Because when it comes to the core values, guys, you really need to, to
Stay
make
strong.
sure that, they stay strong throughout the relationship, no matter what level of relationship it is. He also said that he'll never give up on their non-negotiables, and also change the way they take decisions or change their priorities.
Then what happened?
So, yes, exactly. Oh, wow. I also had a girlfriend that said that, again, she'll never move countries or cities,
never.
but she did multiple times, actually.
Oh,
and she's
my
guilty
goodness.
of that.
Serial.
Yes, and I had another girlfriend that said that she'll never convert to the partner religion. And then suddenly, there she was. So
Is this
never
our-
say never.
This is our very friend who converted to Islam, then converted back after
The Christianity. This is
Yes.
another friend. That
another
friend,
one.
Another friend. She said she'll never. And I have another one that said also that she'll never, like a lot of people say that they will never leave their families for love. And it did happen, which is on the, not very good side of the thing.
Well, I know that sometimes, we can't choose them in our waking hours. Family can be difficult. So,
Yes.
if you're making a change or getting out of something, toxic that you grew up with that is keeping you stunted, sometimes, miracles do happen. And someone comes into our life like an earth angel.
Yes.
And it just aligns with everything that you've wished you could be in terms of your growth and your potential. And they become the vehicle with which you can leave your old life that was maybe holding you down.
Yes.
I mean, that can happen. So yeah, it has to be very
it's
circumstantial,
tough.
doesn't
Yes.
it? It's tough.
I have a guy friend, though, that shared that he'll never beg for a second chance. And he did. So, things that we do for love.
Things that we do for love.
Yes.
Another mutual friend said that she wouldn't allow someone to come back and then did it for like 100 times.
Oh my God.
It just became a
Well,
habit.
I have another friend, a girlfriend that shared that she said she would never, ever accept, ex that cheated on her back.
Oh yeah, it's like putting on a dirty pair of undies, I'm told.
But she did.
What, did she just turn them inside out?
Oh, well, let's move on.
Oh my goodness. So let's talk about that awkward topic in love when there are some couples who do the big things, the grand gestures. They're going to Paris. There's my French.
That's the most you have.
That's all I have. That's all I have.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, d'accord. So they have these big dramatic gestures. Is that more important, you think, than the everyday little things?
For me personally, I think they can complement each other.
Oh yeah, we
But
want the
they're
best
not
of
the
both
most.
worlds.
Yes, if you can have both, the best of both worlds, why not? But I'm a person that I do appreciate or value more the everyday gesture.
Oh, yeah.
You go to the freaking supermarket, and then what happened is, you see a chocolate. That's my favorite chocolate. You bring home. Oh my gosh. that matters to me more than bringing me to Paris.
Oh, yeah.
Because the Paris thing might be because you want to be there. It's not necessarily what I want to do. It could be a good quality time. But the thing is, that's the most important for me. You know, the
Wow.
everyday little touches that you bring into the relationship and reminding me that you always have me in your mind and you care for me.
I agree with you, because the everyday stuff is important. To me, that shows stability,
Yes.
consistency, and thoughtfulness, that you care about how I feel and what I think.
Yes.
But although that isn't maybe it is one of my love languages in terms of giving.
Yes.
I like to give stuff. And so the whole treats, groceries, your favorite food, cooking it just the way you like it, watching you get pleasure from that gives me pleasure. And so I think little things, but then equally with my ex as well, and my ex before that, very good at doing they weren't as good with the treats during the day, but very good with doing the trips.
Yes.
And I really appreciated that, because at those points in my life, I was either starting a new career, maybe not much savings. I couldn't do the big gesture out of my own pocket completely. So I do as much as I could in terms of what I could afford and sweat of the brow. And I think that, does that mean I gave more? Maybe in the relationship?
Yeah, because it depends, just like in the Bible, you know. The millionaire give and then the beggar give, it's different. Because the beggar has nothing. So, you know, one silver coin that he gives is everything that he has. But the millionaire, you know, he's not giving everything he has. So I think it does matter.
It does matter. And I've had some interesting, almost homeless times as well. So very interesting, especially moving countries.
But do you think that there is too much in love?
That there's too much. Too much in love. Only when...
Like when the sacrifice becomes like unhealthy.
I think there are a few things. Compromising your values, like your deeply held core values. When you're, when you stop growing, when you stop evolving and learning. And actually a couple of my friends said this about my last relationship. Tanya, you talk, like a lot of our conversations out, you talk a lot about your man. And it wasn't that I was complaining, not at all. It was that I was worried about stuff, and we weren't talking about the future that much, despite him having some very good reasons for him to justify why that was the case. Then he was buying us a house, like all this stuff. So I was worried that we didn't have a vision, but he was doing stuff, taking steps to protect me and to love me in his way. But it was causing unrest. So I think that unrest and talking a lot, and if your friends are giving you that feedback about, wow, you're talking a lot about them, I think that is potentially a red flag.
Okay.
And absolutely, when you lose your identity.
Yes, definitely.
When you start questioning, losing your values.
Yes.
And letting people trample all over them. And you don't have that sense of self.
Yes.
I think is really important.
I think it's very dangerous when you see yourself in situations where you never put yourself on purpose just because of that person. Like there are things that are no in your life, non-negotiables, and then suddenly, you're seeing yourself immersed with all those non-negotiables, and you're there just because you love the person. I think that's a very unhealthy, way of communicating love, because the most important thing to actually highlight is that you need to love yourself first in order to love someone else. So if you're not in that level where you love yourself first, then it's not healthy anymore. So yourself should be like the center, and then whatever love that you have for yourself, then you share down under. So I think those are like the unhealthy, like self-sacrifice that actually does not help in the relationship, because then you lose yourself. And so how can you contribute to that relationships if you don't know who you are?
Well, we can't,
Yeah.
is the long and the short of
But
it.
okay, on the more light mode, what do you think are the weirdest and most extra things celebrities have done for love?
Oh, I'm useless with this. I don't really follow celebrity stuff.
You don't really follow
No.
them? Okay,
No.
if you do know, guys, do share with us. Okay, because I'm also horrible. But I do know that some of them, they buy houses, they buy cars. I remember Kim Kardashian gave this super fancy car to the boyfriend, and then also the sister and a lot of other celebrities. They just I think the way celebrities actually express themselves in love, it's usually through material things. Or throwing fancy parties or huge weddings. What about you? You think that those material things, they're actually an expression of love, or do you think they're actually a show off?
It depends on intention all the time. If the intention is to throw a big party so that it makes the tabloids and the social media and everything, then you're externally referenced. It's saying, I care more about what other people say about my party than who the person I'm throwing it for says about the party.
Yes.
And it always comes down to intention. If it's the internal reference, I adore this person. I want to bring all of their friends, all of their family. They haven't seen these cousins, that family. They've been estranged from that person. I'm going to fly them all in and throw the biggest party for their birthday. And that makes the tabloids, then that's amazing because you were internally referenced. That came from a good place inside of you and how you wanted your loved one to feel.
Yes, that's so true.
Yeah, it's really important.
Okay, on the lighter mode, would you rather? Let's have some fun here.
Oh, what would you rather? Okay.
Yes, okay. So would you rather marry someone after 2 weeks or never say I love you for 5 years?
Marry someone after 2 weeks. Absolutely, because you probably have how long until you can get an annulment? Basically, there's a cooling off period. I know that much. And I want to get to the person as much as possible. If I think they're the one and it's enough for me to say, yes, I think so, then I'll give it a go. Verse, okay, not saying I love you for 5 years. You've wasted 5 years as opposed to maybe 2 or 3 or 4 months.
But you need to understand that's just verbal. There is so many other ways of saying I love you without saying I love you.
Oh, I thought that meant we're not saying I love you because they don't love you and you don't love them.
Well,
now we're changing it.
Well, it could be in that way.
If that's I can say I love you in many ways.
Exactly,
okay?
Right. Definitely. I would definitely not say I love you in 5 years because I can find different ways of saying I love you without actually saying the word. But marrying 2 weeks, darling, with no, and going through annulment or divorce and all the drama and it's expensive.
Oh, I thought it's easy in the first week.
It's not, trust me.
Oh, God. Someone takes these things seriously.
So would you rather date someone who hates your favorite hobby or forces you to love theirs?
Oh, gosh.
Okay, I'll start first.
You start.
I would rather date someone that hates my favorite hobby than force me to like theirs. I don't like to be forced.
Oh, so you use that F word quite literally.
Yeah, I don't like to be forced. Yeah, I don't. For me, it's a non-negotiable. You don't force me doing things that I don't want to do.
Yeah, this kitty bites.
What about you?
Well, I kind of felt forced to watch golf.
Okay.
I kind of like my show, but I kind of felt forced because it was at his home, not my home. So I don't control the TV remote. So I felt forced in that, and that I didn't have control over the remote, and that's it.
Okay.
And so because of that, I then learned to like golf. And then I said as well, now you can learn to like something that I love.
Oh, okay.
So there we go.
Give and take.
Give and take.
Yes. Now, would you rather give up social media for love, guys, or have your partner track your location 24/7?
Yep, social media, track my location. Absolutely track my location.
Me too.
I've got nothing to hide.
Me too. You can track me anywhere, in the bathroom, outside of the bathroom,
Yeah.
you know, at the gym, anywhere. I
even
don't
send you
care.
a sneaky video if
Yeah,
you want.
I know. Me and my friends, we actually share location, 360 episodes, everything.
Yes.
And I tell them, oh, you know where I am, so please don't call me and ask where I am. Just check the app.
Yes.
Joke. But, it's just so nice. I think for nowadays, for safety, like I share my location with my daughter, with my mom, all the way in Brazil,
Yeah.
with my best friends, because I think it's important, to have that backup. And of course, if something happens to me, at least my friends, my loved ones, they know where I am at all times.
It's just
because I have nothing to hide.
Well, then we have to share locations with you actually, and then get my brothers
Yes,
as well.
yes.
Because
I
that's
mentioned
important.
to you, right? We need to do that, bestie.
We need to do that. We need to do that.
Okay, and I have one very fun poll for you, just to wrap this up.
Oof. Why am I feeling nervous?
Okay, don't. This will be fun. So basically, I want to ask you, okay, here, just look into it. Okay, have you ever? So this is a little very fast game.
Oh my God.
Have you ever? Okay, and this is to get to know Tanya a little bit deeper. So Tanya, have you ever stalked an ex on social media?
Of course I have.
My past relationship told me that I'm better than FBI.
Oh, now that is a compliment.
Oh yeah. So the girlfriends, the amigas out there, if you need some help, DM me. I know what to do and how to do it to not be, discovered. So I know what I'm talking about.
All right. Okay, Joel, that needs to be a meme. That needs to become a viral meme.
Have you ever checked your partner's phone?
Guilty.
Yeah, me too. High five.
Guilty. I have to say, though, I did find some things. There was women's intuition. And there were some things that I wasn't very happy with, actually. And there was a lot of disrespect from other women.
Yes.
And this guy, thought that was normal. And so part of me wishes I'd checked it sooner.
So that you'd know, right?
Yeah. And so that we could set standards in our relationship about you seeing that girl by yourself for hot chocolate and not mentioning it to me until 2 weeks later. Like, that's a bit weird.
For me, like in relationships, when you get to the level when you're married, you're sharing a house, you're sharing babies, you're sharing everything. I think phone should not be exception. I think if your partner don't feel, like confident in let you just use the phone, if the partner wants to check, I think you should just hand your phone away. Because, when it comes to relationship, you really need to be like 100%, committed. And I think that, means a lot. Like me personally, I'm not the type that go there and just grab a phone and check. No, but if we're talking about my husband, someone that I'm sharing a life, that I have future plans, and, and I have some things that are making me feel not at easy, I would ask, can you please see your phone? And if that person is not doing anything wrong, you say, sure, just take a look at it.
This is going to take us a bit over time, but I think it's quality, because this is a big issue.
Now, have you ever, tracked your partner?
Tracked?
Yeah, like tracked, like GPS tracking.
Oh, like crawling on the ground looking for footprints. No, never.
You have cutie.
Oh, Brie!
I track everybody. Come on, guys.
I only track my laptop, my keyboard, and my mouse.
I track my laptop, my phone, my keys, my daughter, my partner, my mother, my friends. I track I don't check it though. But they're being tracked.
But you know it's there.
But I know it's there because in case of emergency, I want to know where they are so that I can rescue them. Okay. Have you ever pretend to be drunk just to get the attention of a boy in a club?
Never. Always the opposite. Been too drunk. I'm drinking them under the table, and suddenly I can't stand up from the table. So then I stand on the table and perform a dance.
Okay, I've never done that.
Never.
Okay, but I have a lot of friends that've done that.
Gosh.
Okay, have you ever quit, on something that you love so much, like a food or something, just so that you could get the attention of a certain person? Just like quit, like for example, quit smoking, or quit drinking, or
I thought if I like to a Jewish person like quit pork, like that kind
Could
of
be
thing.
anything.
You know, I haven't, but I have deprived myself of food in general to not put on weight so that I could be attractive to a certain person, but never a specific food.
Never a specific
No,
food. I think we're all guilty of that. No, girls in general.
Yeah.
Yeah, we always make sacrifices to get like that cute boy, attention.
Yeah, you lose the weight and then he makes you put it back on.
I know, right?
Delete.
Yeah, but guys, it's just like when it comes to love and heart, do you believe that, anything's valid? Do you believe when it comes to love and heart, anything is valid?
Yes. Yeah, everyone has their predisposition, their experiences, their dreams, their experience, everything. And every person is unique. Yeah.
That's true. Now, do you believe that love is blind?
Yes.
Yeah, it is, isn't it?
But I also think love turns a blind eye.
That's true also.
Not necessarily to the bad things that cross your values, but it also transforms things that if someone you didn't love was really annoying, you'd be like, go away. But if it's your partner who or someone you're just really in love with, you'll transform that into, oh, what a goofball. He's so cute, funny, sexy when he does that. And then your friends are like,
we've all been there, girlfriend, finding it like cute, the most absurd things, like just like babies, right?
Yes.
Their breath, oh, it smells so good, they fart, oh, that's wonderful. When you're in love, we do the same. It's disgusting.
But still, no permission for a Dutch oven.
And then as this big day comes around and everybody's celebrating love, because love is everything, guys. We just want to again give a big shout out, of course, to RMA Studio, the first and only all in this spot, right?
Hub
in Asia for the arts, for the entertainment. And of course, Tanya, I want to ask you, what did you think about this convo? When it comes to love, like what are your biggest lessons?
Biggest lessons. Everyone has their own definition of love. Everyone has their own experiences and expectations. And ideally, we can find people, whether it's friendship love, intimate love, collegiate love, business love, with people who align with our values. And that vision is really important. So your values tether you together in the uncertainty of the world, things changing, business fluctuating, whatever difficulty comes your way, but it's the future vision that keeps you walking in the same direction.
That's so true. Yeah.
If you don't have that vision together of where you're going, then you can stray.
For me personally, when it comes to love, I believe there is no regrets, just lessons learned. And I'm a strong believer also that, to pursue someone, you should always pursue someone that's proud to have you around. Oh, and you also need to,
especially you, my goodness.
Oh, thank you.
Beautiful inside.
Darling, you're hot. And this is also hot. This girl has brains, guys. And I think in a personal level, one thing that I take with me from other relationships that I've been through, not that many, guys, is that, the greatest thing that you can do for love, it's really just show up. Show up.
That's beautiful.
And you also needed to, to find a way to express your feeling with integrity, with care, and, just be honest and put yourself out there. Because in the end of the day, love conquers it all. So there, guys. So I just wanna, of course, wish you everyone, each one of you, a wonderful, a beautiful, a heartfelt, happy Valentine's. And then we have our plans for Valentine's, right?
Yes, we do.
Yes. But of course, we just wanna again thank you RMA Studios for being the spot, our favorite hangout place for the podcast Amigas. And remind you guys to go to our YouTube and subscribe Amigas Podcast, as well as the Facebook page, and watch out for next episode next Saturday. So every Saturday we're gonna get together to have this heartfelt, interesting, warm conversation with your two favorite amigas, Priscilla Mireles. You can reach me, of course, in my IG account, Pri Mireles, and of course, Tanya Semerad. Tanya High Performance in her IG account. And please do send us your DMs, questions, suggestions, anything, guys. We can talk anything under the sun. But what we want to make sure is that we connect and we build this community where you're safe and you feel engaged in talk about anything with anyone. So thank you guys, and see you guys in your next podcast. Bye-bye.